Everybody. My name is Jeff Rogers, and I want to welcome you to Hülsa Opportunity presentation with our Executive Vice President, Joe Licciardi. Joe is an icon in network marketing, having climbed to the top of one of the biggest and one of the fastest growing companies that our industry's ever seen. And then from there, he built diamonds in two other companies, rose to diamond, which was one of the top levels in those companies. And so he's been doing this in our industry for about 15 years. Like many people, didn't have success in the beginning until he found the secret of what really helps a business, and really no different than any other business. So is taking it serious, really locking in and saying, I'm not going to treat this like a hobby. I'm going to treat it like a business. Now, if you're taking a look at this for the first time, we welcome you. Sit back, learn a little bit about who we are, what we have to offer, and the opportunity that you have to join us on this journey. So with that said, Joe, welcome tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Hey, Grant, just watch the waiting room for me because I know we have some people coming in. I'm going to ask you to control it for me. But hey, welcome, everybody. It is Joe Licciardi. It's a rainy day here in Southern California. And just, I don't know about you guys, but even though we need the rain, I'm about over the rain. I'm sorry. But I guess it's something that we need here in Southern California, right, Jeff?
Yeah, we do. I say bring it on. I say that's why I never pray for the rain, because I figured there's somebody else praying against it, So
yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's been a cold winter here. I was looking at the temperature tomorrow morning. It's about in the low 30s here, so it's here for Southern California. That's pretty cool, pretty cold. Well, look, every time you've heard me say this, every time I do a presentation, I get super excited. And here's why: because whether I'm talking to somebody who's been doing the Hülsa business for since the beginning, or I'm talking to you, the new brand partner, or I'm talking to the guests that are on it tonight. And I know we have plenty of guests on the phone, on the call tonight. And so I get really excited about possibly touching that one person's life that really is looking for a change. You see, what I'm about to tell everybody tonight could very well change your life. You see, it can change your life if you're willing to receive the information I'm about to ready to tell you. You see, not everyone is really looking for a change. And I've met individuals say, Joe, I'm okay where I'm at. And that's perfectly okay. I totally respect that. However, if you were to look at your current situation today, meaning where you're at right now in life, do you have everything you've ever hoped for and dreamed for? Do you have the financial freedom to travel the world wherever and whenever you want? Are you living in the house that you want, driving the car that you want, or out there on the lake with the boat of your dreams? Are you able to support your favorite ministry to the point where you are the main contributor? Well, if you're not living the life that you have desired, then you need to pay attention to me. Give me about 30 minutes. I'll try to get through this in 30 minutes. My wife always says, be excited, Joe, but slow down. So I'll try to be slow, but I get pretty excited. And just listen for the next 30 minutes and see if you don't see something that stirs deep within you to the point where you're ready to step out and make a change. And if you decide to do that, we, Hülsa, and all of us will be here to hold your hand and walk you through the process. You see, as Jeff explained, I have had success in this business, in this industry, but it wasn't always like that. You see, not too long ago, I was one of those who was not living the life that I wanted to live. In fact, I was broke. How broke was I? Well, let me tell you. At 49 years old, I was about to lose everything: my house, my cars, the motor coach. And it wasn't until my wife asked me this question. I remember it like it was yesterday. She asked me this. She said, which payment should we make? Do we make the house payment or the motor coach payment? Because we don't have enough to make both. Now, remember, I'm 49 years old at that time. That hit me like a ton of bricks. And when she told me this, she said, look, I figured it out this way. If we make the motorhome payment and lost our house, at least we would still have a place to live. Our address could change to like one South Street Walmart parking lot, but it was really that bad. And it wasn't until I had this paradigm shift in my thinking, I was introduced to an MLM company that changed the course of my life. And tonight I'm going to talk a little bit, I'll share a little bit about my story, but I want you to understand a couple of things. Whatever your thought about the network marketing industry, I really want you to drop all the misconceptions that you possibly have had about it. I want you to listen to the story, and I'm going to talk a little bit about network marketing, the beauty of this industry. You see, I had failed 7 times before I found my success. I know there's some of you out there that go, man, does this stuff really work? Well, it wasn't until the 7th time, my buddy kept coming after me for 8 months. He was relentless. And for you brand partners out there, if someone says no, just means no today, maybe not no tomorrow. And he kept after me. And it wasn't until I had this shift in the into my mindset. You see, once I had that shift, and he brought the business to me, and he said these words I'll never forget. He said, Joe, I'm coming to you one last time to share this opportunity with you, because I don't want you to kick yourself in a year from now, when you see what I've done with the business. And that little voice, sometimes that we hear, sometimes it's a doubt of fear, sometimes it's like, should you be listening? I said, what if he's right? What if this is one of those things you've always hoped for and always dreamed about, and you miss it? So my eyes and my ears were open up to the opportunity. And here's what happened. I fell in love with the product, didn't know how to build a business, and I went to work by pure excitement. It was almost like we say ignorance on fire, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I just shared the excitement of the product, the possibilities of changing lives. And here's what happened. In a very short time, we found success. I mean, success to the point that I would never have dreamed it to be possible. Well, actually, I did dream it, because it wouldn't have happened. We grew a business, an international business that spanned the world, over 250,000 distributors. And with that organization, we developed over 13 millionaires, and we ourselves became a multi 7-figure income earner. Never have ever done it before. But here's what I learned. If you find the right company at the right time with the right products, what happens is there truly can't be magic. And see, here's what I learned over the years of being a serial entrepreneur. I always believed in residual income. I always believed it. But most people today, or 90% of people around the world, are accustomed to linear income. Now, if you're in the linear income, don't quit your day job just yet. You see, what network marketing offers, it offers passive residual income. What that means is that it's a business. And once you develop that business and develop it correctly, one day it will continue providing you income. Most people today are trading time for money. You see, for that reason, most people are not financially independent, and they have linear income. And most people today are building the dreams of other individuals. If you're not sure what type of income you have today, I'll just propose this question to you. If you were to leave your job today and not come back for a week, 2 weeks, a month, would you still have an income? If you said no to that, that is what's called linear income. You see, residual income is different. It's the most powerful and profitable source of income. Residual income is the income of the rich. It's a source that keeps coming in on a regular basis from work that you did one time. Residual income is not about a get rich quick scheme, but it's rather doing a good job on the front end and being paid over and over again for the work you did once. It requires effort, determination, personal growth, and consistency, especially in the beginning. And the time for the magic that's when it starts to work. Today, and this is what Robert Kiyosaki talks about in the business of the 21st century. He says, today, network marketing provides residual income and is recognized by experts and accomplished business people as one of the fastest growing business models in the world. Most people today, everybody are working the 40-40-40 plan. What's that? You see, they work for 40 hours a week for 40 years, and they retire on 40% of the income, only to have to get a job when they retire. The sad truth is most people don't realize this until it's too late. One day they wake up and they say, oh my gosh, wait a minute. What the heck just happened? You see, unfortunately, by then, for most of us, we're too old to muster up enough energy to change their lives. Therefore, the sad truth is they end up passing away broke and depressed. But I have some great news for all of you that are hearing this for the first time, and as well as for you brand partners that have chosen Hülsa. You see, you still have time to change the course of your future. And I talk to people all the time that are looking for a change. They're tired of building someone else's dreams. And if you're that person, it's time for you to take charge of your own life and change the course of it. Let's watch this brief video and talks about the Hülsa product and videos, the Hülsa business as a whole.
I've been very good in the cannabis space about seeing opportunities when they come. It's led me to my life now, and the life that I am very fortunate to live because of the opportunities that I've seen, and I saw them at the very early stages. Well, this is the early stage of this critical cannabinoid space. It started in 2009, growing cannabis in my first warehouse, and now I have one of the largest privately held cannabis empires in the country.
Hülsa was created to feature the future of cannabinoids, with the exception of THC. None of our products have any THC in them. We go through a process called liquid chromatography that removes the THC, so people that consume our products don't have any concern about any psychoactivity or consuming products that have THC in them.
We're not just going to focus on CBD. CBD is amazing, but right now people are focused on generally two cannabinoids, right? CBD or THC, depending on what your need is. However, we're actually forward thinking. We're looking to see there's another 100 plus cannabinoids that are in this plant. We need to be focusing on that, being cutting edge, bringing those products to the market that nobody else is doing.
Hello, Hülsa family. I'm Dr. Janelle Kim. At Hülsa, we are just getting started. The vision for Hülsa is to be a leader in the critical cannabinoid health and wellness space. We are not focused on just one cannabinoid, such as CBD, but on all of the cannabinoids as they become available for us to use.
Something that's very important, every company that we've started, we focus on the people that are in that company. I cannot wait for all of you to become part of the Hülsa family.
One of the things that was important to me and the other co-founders was that as the company does well, we also do good in a meaningful way in the world. It's not just about our success, but we wanted every product sold to have a ripple effect in people's lives that are less fortunate around the world.
Hülsa is going to be personally funding a nonprofit called Love Water, and what that company does is that company goes over to Africa and they put in wells that filtrate water for different African tribes and families. Every 93 cents of a dollar that is given to Love Water goes directly into funding one of those wells.
We're so perfectly positioned to bring a company in the cannabinoid space with the right management team, with the right expertise, both in direct sales and in cannabis, hemp, cannabinoids in general. We're going to bring something really special to the space, and we fully intend to dominate the space.
This is going to be more duplicatable than any business in the history of multi-level marketing. Send them a sample and do a Zoom meeting. It's nuclear fuel for this type of business.
Hülsa is going to take over the critical cannabinoid space. There is no doubt about it. We have just began this journey together.
What was so important to me, we're able to speak directly to people who have had pain for years and they didn't know what to do and they've tried everything. These formulas are going to change their life. It's going to change their health, mentally, physically. They're going to feel better than they ever have.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Rolls, chiropractor, 30 years experience. The greatest concern for me, obviously, would be the quality of the product and the quality of the people behind the product. I got to tell you that right now I am very impressed.
I've spent about 5 years trying to find a product that would help me sleep through the night and help me sleep well. I found Hülsa and I didn't realize it's amazing how something so natural can help me sleep so well.
I carry it in my golf bag, and then when I finish playing around the golf, I apply it again, and it brings relief for me, and I love how it feels, so it's good.
Remember the key point. The key point is you're going to share a product with people that you love and care about that's going to help them. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you can use this tool to absolutely get debt-free and give you better choices in your life.
We spent months on our compensation plan, fine-tuning it to build it for three things: for speed, stability, and simplicity.
Having been a business consultant for 35 years and evaluating lots and lots of businesses all across market everywhere, and also being involved in network marketing, I could tell that the people who put it together knew how network marketing really worked.
If you need to make a car payment for that comp plan, it works. If you want to build legacy wealth where you're looking at multiple zeros behind a one, this comp plan is that.
One of the things that we've done in our compensation plan is we've put rewards trips right in the middle of your building process. Our first rewards trip, we're going to take a cruise to the Bahamas. Our second rewards trip is going to be 5 days in Maui to the Grand Wailea. It's going to be an amazing time.
The mission and the vision and the products are something we can both get behind, and it's something exciting that we can share with our friends together.
When we start going, I mean, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Tulsa's coming.
You gotta love that guy there, man. Hülsa's coming, right? Listen, Brent, you there? There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Hang on. Hey, nope. There you go. You gotta love it. It's live, right? Live TV. Well, it's live Zoom here. Well, look, like I said, you gotta love that guy. He always gets me fired up at the end there. Before we get into the specifics of Hülsa, I want you to understand why network marketing. As I've said to you that, you know, I failed 7 times, but over the course of my years of being in this industry, I have fallen in love with the network marketing model. And here's a few reasons why I have fallen in love with it. Number one, in network marketing, you see, you get to work where you want to. You get to choose where you want to work. Most of you know that my wife and I and my son, we have a motor coach, and we winter here in California, and then we go to Montana in the late spring, early summer, and early fall. We get to choose where we want to work. But for most of you that have to go to a regular job, you got to go there every single day, same thing over and over again. Number two, we get to choose in network marketing when we want to work. That's right. We get to choose our schedule. We get to choose when we want to work. And, you know, sometimes it's 7 days a week. And my boss, David Burke, says, Joe, don't be doing that. So I kind of restricted that to 6 days a week, but it's all good. I get to choose. But for those that have a career or your own business, a storefront, you have a certain amount of hours that you have to be there. Number three, you see, in network marketing, we get to choose our leaders. We get to choose the fun people that we want to be around all day long. We get to choose the people that we want to go on vacation with around the world. Unfortunately, typically, most people don't get to choose who their customers are. And, you know, sometimes if you're in the customer service end of it, or the service industry, or the sales industry, or every industry out there, you're dealing with people, which is mostly everything, you don't get to choose who those people are. And number four, to me, this is the most important one. I want everybody to listen to this, because this is truly the beauty of network marketing. You see, if you do it right and you build it right at the beginning, one day, someday down the road, you get to choose if you want to go to work. When my wife and I had built an organization around the world, 250,000 distributors in an organization, we were making money 24 hours a day. International time is different than our time, 24 hours a day. We got to choose. See, we couldn't turn off that faucet. We literally got to choose if we wanted to go to work that day, whether I was on the golf course, working a Zoom, back then it was Skype or whatever. We got paid every single day. Unfortunately, traditional careers or business, you don't get to choose that. You have to go to work in order to earn an income. And for you business owners out there, look, I was a business owner my whole life. Unfortunately, if you're not there, is your business replicating itself? Back to residual income. These are the 4 reasons why I love network marketing. And let's talk about the 5 success principles, or 5 reasons why I, as an industry leader, I look at these are the 5 success areas that a company has to have. Number 1, the right timing. And I'm just going to throw this in there. Besides the cannabis, the CBD industry, right now, the timing of Hülsa couldn't be better. For those that are already involved in Hülsa, you are perfectly positioned to capture something that will explode here in the coming months and years. For those guests that are on here right now, and I know there's a lot of them, you couldn't be better positioned to see this opportunity for the first time. I know I have some individuals who started in Montana. They're the first brand partners in Montana. How would you like to be the first one in your city to start something and be the first? Well, when we talk about the CBD industry alone, it's reached $2.6 billion, and it's on track to hit $18 billion. For those that know anything about the cannabis industry, it is just beginning. But here's something I want to talk to you about: timing. You see, how many times have we heard in our life, timing is everything, right? Well, let me give you some examples. What about when Apple first started and they had their initial public offering. How many of you out there right now bought stock? I don't see any hands going up. Well, mine's not either. Okay, what about Microsoft? You know the guy, Bill Gates? You know, did you buy stock? I didn't either. Well, here's one that's really new. How about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin? How many of you bought cryptocurrency? Yes, I got one. Anyways, my point is, if you can time something right and get ahead of those trends and the market shifts, guess what? You can truly get ahead of these trends. But guess what? On the upside is the financial rewards are huge. If we could only predict those trends. Well, like I said, when we talk about the timing of the cannabis industry, we have just begun. And with Jeff Rogers as part of Hülsa, he was the pioneer to bring this cannabis to the industry of network marketing. He started back in 2012. He was a pioneer. He saw something, and it took him 2 years to bring cannabis to the network marketing space. And because he did, that company went to over $250 million. Very important that he saw the trend, and we're just beginning. When we talk about the right product, before I talk about it, we're going to run a video, and Grant, I know if you click next, it'll run the product video about Dr. Janelle Kim.
Hello, Hülsa family. I am Dr. Janelle Kim. Hülsa is led by a team of experts in hemp cultivation and wellness products. From concept to completion, Hülsa creates authentic products with you in mind. The result is a superior line of daily cannabinoid-rich nutraceuticals, on-the-go wellness, and a top-rated skincare collection that continues to be unmatched. Each product is made of proper formulations consisting of natural and wild-crafted ingredients. They are sustainable, cruelty-free, triple-tested, and made in the United States. The first in the incredible lineup of products is the Complete Body Lotion, your skin's new best friend. This meticulously clean, nutrient-rich, full-body moisturizer consists of a fusion of ingredients like coconut oil, aloe vera, acacia, matricaria, and other plant-derived natural extracts that work in conjunction with the highest quality broad-spectrum organic hemp extract, formulated with CBD, CBN, CBG, and CBC. This incredible formula moisturizes and smooths skin and helps provide relief to sensitive and irritated skin. Next is the Revive Face Moisturizer, which works to elevate your skincare routine. This moisturizer is formulated with powerful flower and fruit extracts, combined with Hülsa's unique critical cannabinoid CBD blend to provide serious antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, which can help to reduce the appearance of redness and fine lines while addressing dryness and free radical damage. This formula leaves your skin soft and invigorated and makes you ready to take on the day. Next, we have the Relax Tincture, which helps to alleviate stress with just one dropper. This formula is powered by the scientifically formulated critical cannabinoid CBD blend. It is combined with nutrient-rich MCT coconut oil for maximum absorption and a pleasant taste. This 500 milligram bottle gives you 17 milligrams of CBD per serving to help promote relief from physical and mental discomfort. Then we have Hülsa's Daily Soft Gels. These soft gels truly promote overall wellness and helps to alleviate anxiety from day-to-day stressors by supporting your endocannabinoid system, which is responsible for regulating and balancing a variety of processes in the body. This THC-free, broad-spectrum, critical cannabinoid CBD extract is delivered in a tiny but expertly formulated and tasteless soft gel that gives you 25 milligrams of critical cannabinoid CBD per serving. It can be taken morning and night for endocannabinoid system support. Then, the Relief Salve. This amazing product soothes sore muscles and alleviates body aches. It contains Hülsa's scientifically formulated critical cannabinoid blend with natural plant ingredients like aloe leaf, eucalyptus leaf, ginger root oil, and peppermint oil. This salve will deliver the solace your muscles have been craving. Take a chill pill, literally. Enable yourself to live in the current moment with this revolutionary, functional mint infused with Hülsa's scientifically formulated critical cannabinoids. Take it on the go and enjoy it throughout the day for a steady stream of calm. Usher in a new era of a more chill you.
Okay, you can't help but smile when she says, take a chill pill, literally, right? I won't talk a lot about the product, but here's what I will say. This product line and offer reminds me of a company that my wife and we built to over $100 million we brought in revenue because of product work. Each and every one of our product offering, I believe we all have our own testimonies, and we can't say it treats, mitigates, or cure disease. But here's what I will tell you. When you take the product, you will have your own product experience, whatever that is, whatever your body is needing, whatever the endocannabinoid system in your body is lacking in that critical cannabinoid system, it's going to affect it. Now, what does that really mean? Well, let me just tell you this. Most companies today are known as a CBD company. Well, we are known as Hülsa Wellness. What does that mean? Hülsa Wellness, that we're not just a CBD company. We are in fact, we trademarked the name. We registered the name critical cannabinoids because that's so important. That is the future of this space. As Jeff Rogers and Dr. Janelle Kim and David Burke, they saw the future of this space and said, we're not going to just be another CBD company. We're going to focus on the blending of all these critical cannabinoids, and those over 300 of these cannabinoids known. And when you really look at Dr. Janelle Kim and her 700-year-old Korean formula, her adaptogenic formulas, there is something truly behind it that makes our product so special. And look, if we just talk about our sleep formula itself, sleep itself is enough to take this company to $1 billion. In fact, it's the sleep aid industry is a $53 billion arena, $53 billion a year. We just need a small piece of that. So when you put all these products together, and we'll be launching more products as we go into this. Once again, what makes us different, number one, we're not just a CBD company, we are a critical cannabinoid company. Blending those things together makes us different. The right management team is number three, what I look at. And you'll notice I'm going to spend more time in this than I will in the compensation plan for those guests on here. The reason why is I want you to understand everything about Hülsa and the network marketing industry. When we get to the compensation plan just here in a second, you'll learn more about it individually as we learn. But here's what I look at when we're talking about the right management team. As an industry leader, this is a big part of what I look at is, number one, what is the experience of those running the company? What's their business experience? And when you hear Josh Ginsberg talk about it, he said it kind of really humbly. He said, he's probably one of the largest and most successful entrepreneurs in the cannabis space. He has the most dispensary in the United States and North America. Pretty much. The guy is extremely successful, and his partner, Julian McCloskey, together, they both know the cannabis space inside out. And then when you talk about David Burke and his experience in the industry, Jeff Rogers being a CEO and president of the many companies launching them, and then now that they brought me into the space and my understanding how to build proper teams with the right tools and the right systems, you got the right management team for success. And all we need now is you, the brand partner or the guest that's here saying, I want a piece of that. I want to change my life. The next thing I look at is, of course, the compensation plan. And I'll make it real simple. There's two things I look at. Number one, can this compensation plan pay that new brand partner easy? In other words, can that new person make money that's never made money before? My answer is yes. Then I look at it from a leadership standpoint. For those that know this industry, can that leader make top dollar in this compensation plan? And I get yes on that one too. So you got both yeses for the new person and for the accomplished seasoned veteran. You can make money in this compensation plan. The last thing, of course, is the right cause. I always say, you've heard me say it 100 times, that if a company is going to be blessed, you better be blessing to others. You have to pay it forward. My wife and I were part of a nonprofit organization that we built homes in Brazil, in the slums of Brazil. We built 10 homes in support of that ministry. It's such a good feeling when you're able to do that. And in our back office soon, I think we'll get it where you, the brand partner, can support this organization, Love Water, on a monthly basis. Okay, let's talk about the compensation plan. And like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. There are 7 ways to make money. I will fly through it, but I just want you to understand that if you need more information, whether you're a brand partner, we have training on it, or you're brand new, we will talk to you individually about how do you get paid in this. Number one is retail customer sales. You basically sell products to your personal website, or You can sell products in person. That's how you buy it wholesale, you sell it retail, and you make the difference. You can enroll social influencers. Social influencers will earn between 20 to 30% of the retail price they sell. Right now, for those that social influencers that have millions of followers, they make between 2 to 3% one time only, nothing on the residual side. What we do here is we want to be able to show those social influencers how you can make money and leverage your market space over and over again. Then we talk about number 2, initial sales bonus. Earn 30% of the we call business volume on product orders placed by your newly sponsored brand partners in the first 30 days. BV stands for business volume. Every product that's sold has what's called business volume attached to it. In fact, at the very end, I'll show you how that works with the different enrollment packages that we have, but you get 30% of that. The fast start bonus, it's pretty simple. I just say it this way, you can go from 30% of that initial sales bonus to 60%. What's better, 30% or 60, right? I wasn't that good in math, but I know 60% is a lot better than 30%. And the way you do that is you must hit the rising star bonus. Not only will you go from 30 to 60% when you do two brand partners on your left team, 2 brand partners on your right team. When you do that, you become a rising star. You go from 30% to 60%. Thank you, Grant, for just keeping on, man. You're ahead of me, bro. I love it. Number fourth way to make money is what we call the binary team commission. The binary is 2, right? So you have a left team and a right team, and basically all the volume that comes up through what we call not your momentum leg, but we call your pay leg, you'll earn between 8 to 20% commissions on your pay leg based on your paid as rank. So 8 to 20%, 20% is the very top of it. And I'll just stop for a moment there. Had I had this type of compensation plan back in the company that my wife and we made over $5.5 million, we would have quadrupled our income, because at this top of this compensation plan, at the very top, you can earn up to $350,000 per month at the top of the plan on just number 4. We would only, as my wife and I, the most that we were able to earn was $40,000. So you do the math. Okay. Number 5 is unilevel. This is where you get the stability and start earning passive residual income. It's real simple. After your initial 30 days, 40% of the weekly business volume generated from reoccurring orders from your personally sponsored brand partners and their teams are directed to the unilevel commissions. What that means is after 30 days, your brand partners are going to fall in love with one or more products, and then they'll order those because they're using those every month for the personal use because they love it. You will get a percentage of that every single month. How big can that be? Well, think about 250,000 brand partners ordering one product a month, and you get a little bit of that every single month. How big would your smile be every single morning, right? Pretty big. Number 6 is leadership check match. This is where the company will now reward you for developing leaders within your organization. Leadership check match pays up to 50% of the weekly binary team commissions generated by your team. From silver and associates and above, 7 generations deep. For you new people, you're probably going, what does that mean? Don't worry about it. I'll just tell you this way. Number 4 is good money. Number 5 is more money. Number 6 is a lot more money. Just know that's how the compensation plan works. Number 7 is leadership bonus. You can earn from $1,000 a month up to $10,000 a month in the lifestyle bonus. Sorry, Grant, I threw you off, bro. Lifestyle bonus. You see, a lot of companies out there will say, if you get to this level, we'll give you a car. But if you don't keep that level or that rank, guess what? You got to make the payment yourself. Here at Hülsa, we want you to be able to make that decision of what you want. If you fall out of qualifications for 1 month, no problem. You get to qualify again, you get that income again. So it starts at black diamond all the way up to red diamond, which is $10,000 per month. Rewards trips. Earn a free cruise to the Bahamas, a 5-day trip to Maui's Grand Wailea Resort, and a 7-day destination vacation. Here's what I'll tell you about network marketing. My family and I have literally traveled the world, literally around the world for free. We traveled so much that I have to have pages added to my passport. We traveled for free. How many out there like to travel? Raise your hand. We all like to travel, right? Well, how many of you have traveled out there for free around the world? Raise your hand. When you put forth the effort into Hülsa, we will reward you with trips that will be fantastic, and they'll be life changing. And here's the thing, as I said at the beginning, you get to choose who you want to go on those trips with. You literally get to choose your teammate, your team partners. The last part is a founder club. For a limited time, the first 5,000 brand partners who achieve the eligibility in the founders club will qualify for 1% of the business volume national pool and 1% the international pool. Each and every week they qualify gold executives. The founders club is a very limited offering, and I'll show you that next, because that is one of the enrollment packages that we'll start with. So let's look at next. Choose your enrollment package. You say, how do I start this, Joe? Well, here's how I want you to think about it. I want you to think about this is how you will start a business, right? This is kind of a business in the box. You get product with it that you can either use for yourself, you can sell it, or you're using it for yourself. And each package is basically how you want to come in. The first two is our experience pack and your complete pack. Each of these packages have business volume attached to it, and also you have more products. When you look at the momentum pack and of course the founders pack, those are offerings that have a lot more product attached to it. And when we talk about the momentum pack, in order for you to become a rising star, you must buy yourself 500 PV, and your team has to have 500 BV, 2 left, 2 right, in order to qualify as rising star. So the momentum package allows you to get there right away, and you can enroll your brand partners the same way. There's 4 product offerings. Whatever you choose for yourself, it's kind of how you start the business, but I will tell you that's how the business replicates out. Okay, the last thing, we're getting to the end here, and before we end, I'm going to introduce somebody to you in just a second, but let's do this first. How do you get started? It's real simple. You're good there. Yeah, that's good, Grant. Become a brand partner. $50 as a brand partner fee. Place an initial order. One of those packages is one of the orders, or you can just buy some product after you become a brand partner. Enrollment optional auto ship delivery. That is what I said. After the first 30 days, you're going to have a product that you're going to love, and you're going to order that every single month because you love to use the product. Download the Hülsa app. I use that app almost every day to send out videos, samples, follow-ups, and so on and so forth. Become active and qualified. Active is $50 enrollment, and you buy 35 PV of product. You are now active. Qualified, you put 1 in your left team and 1 in your right team, and that's where we want you to get that done as quickly as possible within the first 48 hours. I always say the speed of the leader is going to be the speed of the pack. You want to know how to build a business? Become a rising star, and then teach others to do the same thing, and now you are a rising star maker. Okay, so let me close with this. Right now, go ahead, go to the next slide there, Grant. This is just a snippet of what my wife and I and my family have done, and how we traveled around the world. I got pictures from the Grand Wale in Maui, and there in the center is the Taipei 101. In fact, that building is so tall, when you go up the elevator, it's like a supersonic elevator. Your ears actually pop. That's how high it is. And they have this big round ball, like a centrifugal ball at the very top, because there's a lot of earthquakes in Taiwan. I've been there during one of those earthquakes. And then, of course, we've been to Paris, and that's my mom. We took to Hawaii with us. And then there in the center there, it's my team from Taiwan, and there's the Eiffel Tower. Here's what I would say. We've traveled the world, and we have truly lived our life by design. And would you all agree with me that living a life that you choose versus living a life that someone else chooses is far better? Yes or yes? Well, let me tell you, you can see by these pictures that we have chose to live our life by design. And shouldn't you do the same? And so here's what I'm going to do.
I have one question for you, Joe. Did you design that coconut outfit?
Yeah, you can see that one. That kind of slipped in there, man. They dared me to do that. And David, you were there for that one, bro.
I was. I remember. You weren't the only one.
Here's our president and co-founder, David Burke. I'm gonna let him go and say a few words to close out this tonight.
Well, hey, I want to figure out, Joe, how we can take a product and formulate it as a Licciardi, in a bottle. Because if we can do that, how many would agree with me? We're going to sell the fire out of that stuff.
Love it, man. Thanks, bro.
Great job. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. If this is your first time taking a look at this opportunity, we've got some great people on board, clearly. And I heard something tonight. I got a private message from Doreen saying she missed me. I'm like, you didn't think you were going to say that the first 4 months of these Zooms. So I appreciate it, Doreen. It's good to see you too. It's good to see everybody. And the company is growing. We're branching out. People are sharing the product, and they're experiencing what I said to you, Joe. If you first remember, when I sent you the product as you're taking a look at Hülsa for the first time, I said, listen, I know you're going to think everybody says this, and you may be right, but wait until you experience the product. We really do have something special here, and it really does work. And I know you're just like, whatever right now, because you've heard it all before. But when you experience this product, and I think I quoted Jeff Shoup, and Jeff and Olivia are on the call tonight. Hello, you two. I quoted Jeff, with the previous company that you referred to, they had several products, but we basically had one product that worked. With Hülsa, everything works. And it's a different experience. I just was fortunate enough to have an interview from Business for Home. They posted the article today in their news release. And one of the questions was, how was my experience as a brand partner or a distributor, salesperson in the field, and how does it inform how I function as a president? And the two answers that came to mind was, number one, you have to have a product that works. In this industry, if you have a product that when you hand to people, they can have a real experience, and it's not just, hey, check this out, isn't it great? But they really have an experience for themselves, and they have those own personal testimonies of, I felt like this before, and now I feel like this. It just changes everything. So if you can have a product that performs, that's like lightning in a bottle. Number two, you have to have a compensation plan that really rewards people and gets you excited about getting out of bed and sharing this. And so many times being in different sales environments, sales management and startups, I just see so many companies asking the wrong question. The wrong question is, how little can we afford to pay people? Well, we asked exactly the opposite question from a salesperson's perspective, being in the field. It wasn't how little can we afford to pay people. It's how much can we possibly, how close to the razor's edge can we possibly push this to be as motivating as possible. And I know that for those of you that have been part of other companies and you've experienced their comp plans and experienced ours, you've seen the difference. And so take a close look at that, experience our products. And if this feels right for you, we've got a great team of support here. Jump in with all fours, just go for the deep end. Don't worry about wading in. We got plenty of life vests and cowboy boots and the rest of it for the cruises. So with our Arkansas team. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight and get started with us, and let's go make history and have a lot of fun together.
That's right. Well, thank you, David. And I second everything that he said there. And here's what you're going to ask yourself for you guests that are on there and for you brand partners. This is what's going to happen in the coming months and years. You can either say, I'm so glad I was part of Hülsa at the beginning, or I wish I had been. Which one are you going to be? Good night, everybody. God bless. This is Joe Licciardi signing off from Southern California. Good night, everybody.
Have a great night, everyone.
It's okay, buddy.